everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I recently had someone reach out to me on Instagram and he asked me what I was doing to teach my preschooler about God. And I thought that is an awesome video suggestion. So that is what I'm going to share with you today. I'm going to share with you 3 ways that I teach my son Alex, who is 4, about God. If you are brand new to this channel, thank you for checking it out. And if you want to click on the little icon that says like my channel over here, that'll keep you updated on new videos that are coming out every single week. That goes ahead and subscribes to the channel for you. Or you can just click on subscribe at the bottom if you'd like to do that. And if you are coming back and been hanging out with us for a little while, thank you so much for joining us again. And I wanted to share with you a few different ways that I try to teach him about God every single day. So the first one that I love, it's called SUPERBOOK. And if you have not heard of it, it is great. I actually grew up on them. It's a DVD series. Well, they were like VHS tapes back then. It's an animation series, and I think it's produced by CBN, I think is who does it. But they kind of completely redid it. They are so good. They're Bible stories, and basically the kids in the Bible story, they basically have they're in today's time. And so they have a lesson that they need to learn. And basically the digital Bible or whatever will sort of take them into the Bible story, and they get to interact with the characters. They get to see the story played out. And I love that the characters in the story are able to actually speak to the Bible characters, or able to ask them questions, but they don't change the story at all, which is really important to me when I'm teaching my kids Bible stories. I don't like to see the story changed. I think it's cool to kind of watch, modern day time interact and sort of see how that plays out, but I don't like the stories themselves to be changed. And so I think they do a great job of that. The second thing that I do is we read, we have a couple of different ones actually, and I would show you the other one, but Alex is actually taking a nap right now, and I think the book is in his room. So I was going to show you this one. It's the Jesus Storybook Bible. I like stuff that has a lot of colorful pages, and I like things that to be very easily put. I don't like there to be a lot of fancy terminology and words and stuff. I just want it to be an easy story. And so we read through a lot of Bible stories together, and if we find some at the library, we'll grab those too and we'll read those together. And naturally they're going to ask questions. So anytime he asks questions, we talk about it. And I think that's just the Lord allowing those opportunities for us to have just natural conversations about him. So the third thing, and this might be a little bit different, but we love music around here, okay? And Alex loves music. And so we often have worship music playing in the car, in the house, or whatever. And I've noticed that he'll start asking questions about, for instance, there was a song I was talking about an anchor. I think it said you alone are my anchor or something. And Alex said, well, why is he saying you're my anchor? And so we talked about that, about how God is the one who is strong, and he keeps us steady, and he keeps us from doing things that we shouldn't do. And sometimes I think he's not even really thinking about the lyrics at all. He's just singing and just enjoying the melody or whatever. But oftentimes he is actually listening, because he will ask me questions about the lyrics. What does this mean? Or what does that mean? What do they mean by that? And I'm like, oh, well, and I actually have to think about it. And so I have found that, again, that is just something that opens up conversation. It's something he's already curious about. He's asking a question about. And I find that conversation is the best way to teach our children, especially at that age, that we're just having natural conversation. And it's also, I want to say why I think it is so incredibly important for parents to be studying God's word. Because if we're not studying God's word ourselves for our own lives, then we're not going to have the answers that we need to teach our children. And that's what the word says, to train your children in the way that he should go, right? To train your child in the way that he should go. When he grows up, he won't depart from it. And so the way that he should go is in God, with God's instruction, with God's word. And I want that to be for my children. I want to train up my children to know the Lord, to study his word, to have a love for his word. And I want to train them to do what it says. And I really can't do that if I'm not studying it for my own life and if I'm not doing what it says in my own life. And so I want to encourage you, if you're a parent right now and you're watching this, to really be studying God's word. Like, you don't have to be this great theologian or anything, but it is important to be reading and studying God's word, because your children are going to ask questions. And when they do, you want to be able to give an answer. So thank you so much for joining us. I'd love to hear maybe a way that you are teaching your preschooler. If you have an older child, I have an 8-year-old too, so hey, I'll take suggestions. But I'd love to hear ways that you're teaching your kids to study, read God's word, or just about God in general. And you can comment below, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Talk to you later. Bye.